Hello, I'm Nerizza and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Enlightened Vegetarian. Today I'd like to talk about SAYOTE or Chayote. There are different names for SAYOTE depending on which country you're from. In Australia and New Zealand, it is called Choko. In Brazil, it's called Chuhu. In India, it's called ChowChow. In France and Caribbean, it is Christophene. And in North America, it's Merliton. But in the Philippines, we call it SAYOTE. It's also called green gold because of its economic value and resilient character. It actually grows best in cold weather and needs well-drained soil. It pretty much grows year-round. It's a perennial plant and needs plenty of room to grow. It is commonly described as pear-shaped, but I would say it's more of a flattened pear shape. The surface texture can be described as smooth, but they also have varieties that have bumpy surfaces. Not necessarily as bumpy as like ampalaya or bitter melon, but more elongated round bumps that sayote has. It is botanically a fruit, but mostly prepared as a vegetable and for savory cooking use. It has a rind, but the rind is thin. And you may notice as you peel the rind, there could be a sticky kind of filmy texture or moisture that comes out. And sometimes that filminess can get on the skin and irritate the skin. And so if you find after the first few peels of the sayote that this is occurring, you can just simply put on some gloves to protect your skin. What I do is rinse the sayote, I pat dry it, and then I cut it in half. From there, I peel the sayote, and then I cut it in half again. And this is where it's easier to remove the core. To make ginisang sayote, we take it further and slice it more into thin slices. Sayote contains vitamins C, B6, folate, potassium, and is also a dietary fiber. Although it is common to simply cook the sayote itself, the root, the seeds, the leaves, the stems, they're all edible as well. For those who are experiencing kidney inflammation, I also read that if you take about 5 to 6 of the sayote plant leaves and boil that in water and consume that, that is said to successfully treat kidney inflammation. And that can be very painful. So I would just go ahead and give that a try. Why not? Sayote is native to Mesoamerica. It is one of the earliest known cultivated plants of Mesoamerica. The Spanish saw this there and gave it the name chayote, and they took that from the Nahuatl word chayote. So this may have been discovered through exploration, but it is Central America, the Aztecs, Mesoamerica, that we have to thank for this delicious ingredient in our culture. In Filipino cooking, we generally use pork or ground meats when sauteing with vegetables. Now, usually I use a tofu and such, but you can certainly swap that out for the meats that you would like, with the recipes that I give. But in today's cooking, ginisang sayote, I chose to use a plant-based meat. Now, I know plant-based meats are expensive. They are widely available in grocery stores. They are more expensive, but I get them once in a while. I like to enjoy them. And for personal reasons, I've had to change my food. And so I used a plant-based meat in this recipe this week. And it helps me to enjoy all the foods that I love in my food culture of the Philippines. And it's healthier. It may not be traditional, but it's healthier, and I still enjoy it all the same. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed today's session. I would so appreciate it if you, family, and friends would subscribe to my YouTube channel And I can't wait to be with you again soon. So see you soon.